All of us are inspired by the remarkable stories captured in the TIME 100 Leaders Philanthropy list. The stories written raise awareness of causes that are so important to the world and encourage all of us to give back to the communities that we're a part of. TIME asked us to speak about a moment that prompted us to spring into action. And my mind went back to the early days of the pandemic. The world was paralyzed by fear, and I was sitting in my office when the phone rang. It was my former partner, Dan Wadowski. Dan had left Citadel years earlier to work in public service for the mayor of Chicago, Rahm Emanuel, and had since become the CFO of NYU Langone Health, one of the world's preeminent medical institutions. I'd known Dan for a long time, and I could hear the urgency in his voice. He needed help in securing FDA approvals for emergency clinical trials that could help save countless lives. And I said, Dan, of all people, why are you calling me? And his reply, because I know you can make this happen. My partners and I jumped into action. We called everyone we knew in Washington, in Congress, at the White House, at the FDA. And we weren't calling just for Dan, we were calling for the American people. And in days, not weeks, not months, not years, the FDA granted approval for these important trials. But this call was just the beginning. The pandemic laid bare many of the challenges that our nation faced, including one very close to my heart, the digital divide. The education is the on-ramp to the American dream. But without home internet access, millions of students were suddenly cut off from their future. I was living in Chicago at this time and was devastated to learn that in my city, over 100,000 children suddenly had no access to school. They had no internet connectivity at home. Some resourceful students sat in the parking lots at McDonald's or Starbucks just to get online and to attend their classes. In a time of deep crisis, when digital connectivity was more of a lifeline than ever before, philanthropy became a catalyst for action. We brought together the city of Chicago, its public schools, broadband providers, and private funders to connect these students and to give them the educational lifeline they deserved. Soon thereafter, we applied the same playbook to connect over 300,000 children and adults in Miami. You see, philanthropists are the venture capitalists of humanity, funding bold challenges to solve our greatest problems. So tonight, I'd like to raise a toast to everyone who has given so much to create a better world and to inspire future generations to do the same. And to the team at TIME, thank you for helping to honor and encourage this commitment across the world and across generations. Cheers.